All right, it's your boy. You see me, you see the book. So listen, had a loss in the family yesterday, and it really hit home. And something, so I was up, y'all, just getting it all out of my system because it was a real throw it off day for me yesterday. So, so I got this notes that I keep in my phone. When Mashana not give me something, I write it down. And this is what he put in there for to share with y'all this time. He said the hardest part about being strong is knowing when to let the hurt actually show. Well, let me repeat that. The hardest part about being strong is about when to know to let the hurt actually show. See, for me, like yesterday, what happened was when Big Bro passed away, I just sat up, man, and working, kept going. I let some tears fall for 20, 30 minutes, went outside a various amount of times, but I stayed in the familiar. And then at the end of the day, when the day pretty much over, I'm on my last client and the baby coming, that's my oldest daughter, and she got tears in her eyes, and then everything just came out like a flood. But let me tell you, share y'all something that me and my youngest son had talked about. He said, you taught me a lot of stuff. He said, but you never taught me that it was okay for a man to cry. So I had to think about that. And then as I was going through yesterday, I understand you gotta cry sometimes. You gotta let them tears flow. I mean, I woke up, man, I didn't rest well. I woke up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, just flooded real for like an hour or so. So I went walking and everything kept coming out. Thank God for having people in your life that you can talk to and that can advocate for you, but that can help you realize, like, hey, you got to release that. And what I'm saying is, the hurt has to be shown. The hurt has to be shown to you, not to the world, not to the other people. See, the hurt had to be shown to me. I had to go in the bathroom with the tissue, snotty nose, tears flowing, you know what I mean? But I had to release the hurt because I call myself being strong for my nieces. I call myself being strong for those around me, for the other family members. The thing is, my biggest strength was when I let it come out of me. I want y'all to catch that. My biggest strength was when I let everything flow through me and come out. So I'm sharing this because there's a lot of us who don't feel like we should cry or we should just hold it in. Man, listen, I'm telling you from experience, that holding it in, that's like putting knots in and creating just things inside of you that's just gonna explode. That'll implode basically from the inside out and mess around and kill you. And you don't want that. So I'm telling y'all from me, like I tell you, when I talk about stuff, it's from personal experience. I mean, like I even wrote in the book when I talk about like with my dad, like how I had to let that flow. You got to get it out of you. So I want y'all to acknowledge this and really pay attention. I really want y'all to think about this. I don't care how strong you are, how adamant you are about, okay, I'm gonna hold my composure, this and that. Man, listen, in that barbershop full of people, man, it just when it flowed out, it was a release. And right there in that moment, my shine and I was like, that's what strong is. I hope y'all catch this. I mean, I'm serious. I want y'all to catch this. In front of everybody, didn't care how I looked or how I felt. One of the brothers in there, I respect him so much. He handed me a towel because he seemed to come like Chris and gave him a towel. And y'all don't know how much that meant to me. And then everybody's like, oh man, I'm so sorry to hear. And a couple of cats, man, called. Two of my guys called and checked one of the other family members and friends, and they've been calling and checking on me. The thing is, when you're going through something, man, let it go. If you feel like you're overwhelming, you don't want to, skip how you feeling, skip who's around. If it's got to come out, let it out. Because that's going to show your true strength. And I want you to think about that and always let that sink in. It's your boy. Till next time. Peace.